Well, the accusations range from neglect to physical abuse to sexual assault. Earlier this year, CBS 6 confirmed that the Cumberland Children's Hospital in New Kent County is at the center of a sprawling criminal investigation dating back nearly 3 years. Well, now we're learning more from a former nurse about an incident where a patient was seriously burned. CBS 6 problem solver Laura French joins us now to talk about her latest investigation. Laura, you talked with a former Cumberland nurse and you talked with the mother of a former Cumberland patient. From what I understand, that nurse wasn't even going to talk to you until she saw one of your investigations. Can you talk about that?
That's right. So, Rob, really, this is about two stories that we've already told that really came together, and the mother really not knowing that this RN was out there. So when we told the story about Jackson Hayden back in August, now you'll recall Jackson Hayden's mom says that he was intentionally burned by a behavior tech at the Cumberland Hospital. So when that mom made a plea for justice for her son, that RN saw that interview and she said, it's time for me to reach out to CBS 6 and tell my story about why I chose to leave this $80,000 a year job and tell why it was so important for me to go public with that information. Well, it turns out that this RN was Jackson's nurse, Rob, in the hours after he was allegedly intentionally burned by this behavior tech. So what you're going to hear tonight is how this RN dealt with those hours after he was intentionally burned, she said, right. What he went through, what it was like, she said, taking care of him. And what she alleges in this interview is that Cumberland Hospital knew right away, she says, that he was intentionally burned. Now, remember, in our story in August, the mom says that Cumberland Hospital says that he was actually burned by the shower.
Now you mentioned justice, and we're talking about the mom here. What does she want to see done? What is her idea of justice here?
Well, she wants someone to be charged in this case. Remember, it's been over a year, and there's been nobody charged in this case. She says that she would have thought by now that there would have been indictments in this case. Now, to protect the investigation, there's not much that she can say, but she says that she has been somewhat reassured that there will be justice in this case. She realized COVID, has slowed things down, but she's losing patience.
And quickly, you confirmed in February that state police are investigating Cumberland Hospital. Are there any updates?
They are absolutely investigating. We took our concerns for the mom to the Virginia State Police and to the AG's office. Both assure us, without being able to say very much, that these are still very much active, ongoing, complex investigations, but they are very much active at this point.
A lot of new information, and you'll want to hear from that nurse and the mother. That's tonight. Once again, watch that story tonight on the CBS 6 News at 11.
And we reached out to Cumberland, too. They have something to say about this as well.
We hope you'll join us. Laura, thank you.